Hi everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome back. So it is now Friday the 9th, I think that's right. Friday the 9th of May, and it's 2 days since my last video. I did film a segment yesterday, but unfortunately my neighbours had a cement mixer going and it was infuriating, and then when I watched the video back, that's literally all I could hear. So welcome back if you are a returning viewer, and welcome if you're new. My name's Amy and I talk mainly about cross stitch and just ramble on mainly on normal life stuff really. I wanted to pop back and talk about my Mario piece that I had previously spoken about in the last video, which is this one. I will put a picture in. So in the last video I had said that I wasn't too happy with working on this as a printed. I had started at the bottom and I had so much white background to do. This is on 16 count. So I did have a few responses, so thank you. And people mainly said just wash it and then don't do the background. But for me, because I've done so many hundreds of stitches at the bottom, I mean, that was quite a lot of stitching, even though it's 3 rows. For me, I didn't want to unpick it. I'm really sorry, I've got an itchy foot. So what I actually did, hello Sydney, the camera's too tall for it. I'm stood up. What I did do is I managed to find this bit of fabric, and luckily, I mean, it's about the same size, give or take. And I think, although I'm not for sure, I think this is 25 count magic grid stuff. Oh, bear with me, my child is dragging a chair over. He is nothing but resourceful. You want to say hello?
Hello.
They still can't see you. You have to stand up.
On the chair?
Yeah, go for it. Nothing sacred in this house. Everything gets shared with squiddles. That's it. I've got you.
Hello, everyone. Unless you need to
Subscribe.
subscribe.
If you like my videos, please subscribe. Which reminds me, I've got to say a big thank you because I've had a massive influx of subscribers now.
Yeah, massive subscribers for me, and don't give me a lot for money, and you have only one money. You have only $1 forever.
They don't give you money, darling. It's so that we can share my cross-stitch projects.
And I'll get an amethyst phone.
An amethyst phone?
It's
Expensive
overpowered
taste.
rainbow, and the house is really expensive. I don't have $2 billion, and the price on it is $1,000.
That's lovely. Now go play then. Go play. Or sit there quietly then. So, back to my cross stitching. I did make a very small start, and what I've decided to do is do it in royal rows. I know this isn't the greatest start, and I'm not going to do the background.
You have to get 100, a million, 1,000 back.
No one's got that sort of money. Why do you need that money? Why do you need any money? I need money so I can buy more cross stitch supplies. Right, now go play, please. Mummy wants one thing for herself. Go on. Here you go, take your ball and go away. Put the chair back. I'm really sorry, guys. He is quite clingy to me at the moment. It does feel like I can't really do anything. So the problem with this chart and doing it this way, obviously it's not printed, which means I need a chart to mark off, and it was on shiny background. Now I don't have a printer, but what I did do is go into work and I've just photocopied it in segments. So it's not the best photocopying, and if I show you, it's so tiny. I mean, look, my fingertips the size of 100 stitches.
Hi everyone, welcome to this channel.
He's now filming his own videos on his tablet. Go somewhere else to do it. Go somewhere else to do it.
I'm lucky.
I'm getting wound up. I'm getting wound up. So secondly, I mentioned that I really wanted to work on the Shire, which is this one. And I said I was going to start Royal Rose. And I mean, I've done like nearly 200 stitches, so not masses. But I did start my Royal Rose, but this time at the bottom. So that's the piece. I have done corners, but now I'm going to just do Royal Rose. I'm going to do it all the way along, and then I'm going to go up, round, and keep doing that until I hit the middle. That's the plan. But if you've been watching my channel a while, you'll know that my ideas change all the time, and I'm always going on to something else. So yeah, that's me for today. I will try and come back at least once or twice over the weekend and keep showing progress. And yeah, catch you later. Hi guys, I'm gonna do something a bit crazy today. Sorry if the camera's a bit shaky. I'm holding it. I've been watching so much Flosstube, and everyone's talking about MAYnia, MAYnia, that I'm gonna give myself today, Sunday, to have as many new starts as I possibly can. So currently I've got all my fabric out around me on my bed. I'm going to see what I can possibly start, and then I'm going to pack all my fabric. So yeah, wish me luck. Hi everyone, I am back, and did I start some projects yesterday? All full coverage. I do have my tablet with me, and I might look down a bit because just so I can remember which ones I've started. I'm not going to hold the tablet up. I will just insert pictures as I talk about them. So let's have a look. First up, so I'll say they're all Heaven Nerfs bar one. So what I'll do is I'll start with the non-Heaven Nerf one, which is, it's called Snow Gem Owl, and it's by Nadia Andrews from Dark X Stitch. She's got a Flosstube as well, and I'll mention her below. And I've been watching her videos for a long time, but I had never joined her Facebook group. And in her Flosstube videos, she's always been like, they're no longer on Etsy. I have just uploaded all my patterns to my Facebook group. If you want to join, just to take the patterns, then I'm happy for you to do that. So I've joined. I haven't left because I actually really like Nadia, and I like Nadia's videos. So it'll be nice to chat to her. But I have swiped a couple of the patterns. There's one, I can't remember what it's called, but it has an otter in it. I was thinking about that one for quite some time, but I went with the Snow Gem Owl, and I'm just going to open it so I can talk about it, so I know what I'm talking about. So if you've been watching my videos for a long time, you'll know that I absolutely love owls. I have owl ornaments and pictures, and I just think they're so beautiful. They're such beautiful creatures. And this design, I mean, I'm not a particularly blingy person, but I just loved all the little details, and by doing this design I just knew that, you know, seeing in the border, the border and the owl itself, doing each one of those gems is just going to be like, you know, small wins as you stitch through it. So you'll be like, oh, well, there's, I don't know the names of any of these. There's a sapphire, or there's an emerald. So yeah, absolutely stunning. I can't remember what fabric I've picked for each of these, but what I'll do is when I actually show you my progress going forward, I will discuss that. I will say everything I've started has been from scrap fabrics or fabrics I had from stash. Some of them are a bit wonky, some of them are fraying a little bit, but apart from this Snow Gem Owl, all of my Heaven and Earth design ones that I chose have been sat in my files for a long time. And obviously I spent money on these, so I do want to get them started. So yes, if you would like to do this one, it is a free pattern. Just search Dark X Stitch on Facebook and Nadia's group will appear. And then all of her patterns are in files. They are all quite large. I believe this might be the smallest one on there. So it's 426 stitches by 426 stitches. A perfect square. The other ones were more like 650. I came up here to evade Sid and I can hear him. Hello, Sydney. Mummy's trying to make a YouTube video. What are you doing?
Playing Minecraft now.
You're going to go play Minecraft? Go on then.
Can I make some video with you?
Come on then. Come and say hello.
Hello. Hello. I'm a 5-year-old. So, I'm this year old.
No, that's 10. Only 1. 5. Right, Sydney, if you're going to be in my video, you've got to talk about cross stitch. What do you think of this design? What do you think of this design?
Good. I don't like that blue.
You like the blues? All the gems. What is it?
An owl?
Does Mummy like owls? Cool. Now give me a kiss then.
I love owls.
Go play Minecraft then, darling.
I love owls.
Oh, I'm glad. Go play Minecraft and Mummy will be down in a minute.
About Mum's cross stitch. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, and you have to subscribe.
Yes.
The channel.
See you later, Sydney Boo. No.
Subscribe.
Come on. Go. Away with you. So you'll see from the start of my video, I actually really struggle to get a moment's peace. And when I think he is busy doing something, like, I mean, this video is 5 minutes long, which means I checked on him like 6 minutes ago and he was fine. Yeah. It's like he looks around and he's like, oh, she's doing something without me. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, got a really itchy nose today. Where to start? So obviously I'm doing this for the sake of MAYnia, and then some people are doing MAYnia. So I had to start a mermaid pattern, right? It was just right. So this one is, as I say, all the rest of them are from Heaven and Earth Designs, but this one was designed by Hannah Lynn, and it's called Story Keep Kathleen and Summer. And it's not a very big one, so it's only 80 stitches wide by 228 tall. This one's been in my stash or my to-do list for a very long time. When I initially bought it was when there was that charting issue that Heaven and Earth had, where some of the newer colours were a bit wrong. So Michelle did send me the new revised version. And I just love this. I think it's so cute. I feel like it'll be a quick win. It shouldn't take too long. It's even smaller than tag-alongs that I've been working on. And I'm just zooming into the picture so I can talk about it more. And a bit like the last one I showed you, I just like the finer details. So the little girl with the star necklace and her dolly. The dolly is my favourite bit. And then going down in the corner, you've got like a little crab. And all the little scales on their tails, I just think stunning. Love them. So yeah, that was my second one. I think I started 7 in the end. Moving on to, which one shall I show next? So this one is called Quick Stitch Blue Illusion, and it's by Ching Chow Quick. And I've actually got lots and lots of her designs, and I was quite tempted to start like all of them at once, but I've decided if I've got charts by the same artist, I will just do one at a time. So this is the one I picked first, and I just absolutely love the monarch butterflies. They are gorgeous, and I've noticed quite a lot of my cross stitches are either really light in colour or really dark in colour, and I just wanted something that had quite a nice blend of pastel-y colours. So in the background I can see nice like pastel-y greens, obviously there's lilacs and purples in her hair, and then you've got the oranges for the butterflies. I think doing the 310 around the butterflies is going to be really fun to do as well. In a way, my only criticism for this one is I kind of wish she looked a bit happier, but there's not much I can do about that unless I want to backstitch a smile line through her. That's not gonna, she's just gonna have to be a miserable bird, but it is a very beautiful picture. I love the little floral details. So yeah, I love this one. And again, it's not very big, so it's only 200 stitches wide by 278 big. That's obviously why it's called a quick stitch. How many colours? It's still got 90 colours though. All of Heaven and Earth charts have a lot of colours, I think. Unless maybe they're a bit more monochrome. So what's that? That was number 3. Number 4 makes me laugh. So back on the owl theme, this is Grumpy Birds by MAYnia Kai, and they do look grumpy. I did have another design with owls, and I'm not sure if it's by MAYnia as well, but I looked on the mock-up and it just looked a bit strange, so I went with this one. I love that you could choose to do them separately on different pieces of fabric. I will do them together, but my piece of fabric's diddy, because I believe it's 32 count, it's like this big. And this is 319 wide by 157 tall. So again, not massive pieces. And the reason I haven't gone with too many massive pieces is because I'm using my scrap fabric. I'm most looking forward to stitching on... Sorry, I accidentally closed it. I just like all the little details. So the purple owl, it's got the little polka dots and the funky belly. And then the blue owl, it's got some like crazy eyebrow and its little blue wings. And yeah, adorable. Every design that I've chosen are things that I would like to go in our new house on the wall. So I'm very happy with my choices. And then I've got 3 left. So I started on this with the snowy owl. That's on a very big piece of fabric. I'll end with the biggest one. I would like to say that all the fabrics range from 25 count, 28 count and 32 count. I've decided to go with a 2/1 tent stitch for absolutely all of them. It is my preferred method of working. Obviously the ones with 32 count, I could have probably dropped to 1 strand, but I quite like the chunkier look, so I'm just going to roll with it for now. So next up is Mini 20-Sided Diced Fairy, and it's by Jasmine Beckett Griffiths. And I did say I would only do one design from each artist at a time, and actually I've already got Amongst the Koi on the go with Jasmine, and also with my Hannah Lynn piece, the mermaid, I've also got Tagalongs, which is another mermaid, which would bring up my total to 3 mermaids, because I've also got Cradle by Moonlight. But I meant in this sitting, I'll only pick one, because I've got quite a few designs from these artists. They are my favourite ones. So I don't play D&D. I don't play any games that relate to these 20-sided dice. For me, during lockdown when I lived with my mum, we were using the 20-sided dice to choose our rotation, choose what cross-stitch to work on. However, my partner is massively into D&D. I mean, it's not here anymore. I was looking on my bedside table, but we actually had a D&D 20-sided die lamp. But yeah, so this one, I know that I could put on my wall in, say, my dining room. My partner's going to appreciate it. I think she's beautiful. Again, you've got the monarch butterfly and dragons moving to Wales. Obviously, I know it's a red dragon, it's a Welsh dragon, it's very different, but all of a sudden, the imagery of dragons calls to me a little bit more than it did before. And I do, like I said, I do have another one of these designs, which is the 12-sided dice fairy. And instead of being blonde and quite pretty, she's more darker and looks a bit meaner, to be honest. So yeah, absolutely love that. And then, again, the next one is Escape to the Moon by Molly Harrison. And I do have another Molly Harrison, which is Cradled by Moonlight, which is a mermaid one, already started. I actually have started every single one that I'm showing you now, but my goal yesterday was just to put 20 stitches in the top right corner of each, so I know that when I pick it up next, I can just work on it. It's good to go. Some of them I might need to whip stitch around the edges, because they are a bit frayy, but I can do that at a later date. So this one is a little bit bigger, although not too much bigger. 400 wide by 285 tall, and again, a bit like Blue Illusion, I just really liked the pale pastel colours in this one. If you look at the dragon's wings, they've got a really nice pattern in them. I love the little fairy. Sometimes when there's fairies in cross stitches, they don't have very nice facial features. I guess it's quite hard to design through cross stitch, but this one actually is really cute. I like what she's wearing. I like the little armband on her arm. I like the shape of her wings, and I like the dragon's body. And yeah, I just like it. I've noticed with Molly Harrison's designs, quite often she does have a big moon in the sideline. I know Cradled by Moonlight does. And then finally, this is one of the biggest pieces. I think this might actually be the biggest piece. So I had some easy chart 25 count, easy grid, 25 count, and I had a massive bit, and I managed to cut it in half. I've got 2 cross stitches out of it, 2 large cross stitches out of it. And I had another bit, and I showed you before, like I started Mario on that. So this is Fairy of Happy Endings by Jana Prosperina. I hope I'm not murdering your name. And this is 500 stitches wide by 626 in height. Now, initially, I took this and I thought, I could probably shave 100 stitches all the way around off, because there is quite a lot of background. But I decided not to in the end. I suppose I just don't trust myself. I felt like it might come out a bit wonky if I did that. But yeah, I'm going to keep it as it is. And to be honest, for me, I like anything that looks a little bit whimsy, cottagecore, fae, magical. And I have spoken before, like my favourite designer was Linda Ravenscroft, and she left Heaven and Earth. So if anyone knows if she's selling charts or she's sold her artwork to... If anywhere else is licensed to sell her artwork in cross-stitch form, please let me know, because at the point of her retiring from Heaven and Earth, I'd only bought 1 chart, and she's my absolute favourite. But this is quite similar in taste to what she's got going on. And I've also found Claudia McKinney is quite similar, you know, like the Green Man and Little Fairies. And that's what I'd like to do more of going forward. So again, I just love the finer details in this. I love that she sat in on books. I do really enjoy reading. Well, I used to. I'm trying to get back into it. I love that she has stripy socks on, because the Linda Ravenscroft piece that I am doing, she's also got stripy socks on, but they're blue and white. I love that her dress looks a little bit tattered, like she's been out in nature, maybe getting caught on hedges and things like that. I love that she's got like little flowers or berries in her hair. She's got really nice facial features. Her wings also look quite tattered. You know, this is a fairy that's seen things. Excuse me. Sorry about that. You probably see I've gone bright red. I cannot for the life of me shake this cough. And it's the point where I cough once and I'm fine, but a second one will always come through. And there has been times when I've been like, and actually gasping. It's not a pretty look, which is why I paused. So yeah, hopefully it goes soon. So talking about this design still, yeah, it's just pretty, isn't it? It's lovely. I'm going to put this up in my living room for sure once it's done. I know I started this on... Or did I? I'm pretty sure I started this on the 25 count, so it is going to be a large piece. So yeah, that's all the ones I started. And then I kind of had this thought that I could carry on today starting them, and then I realised I had actually packed and sealed the fabric, so that's the end of that. Oh, I know how to. I'll talk about my plans after, but I want to show you my progress with two of my others. So this is the Shire. I've shown it already in this video, or this other segment of my video. And I can hand on heart say this is the one I am enjoying the most currently. For sure. Take that out. When you last saw it, I'd done like 2 boxes across and 2 down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, about 400 stitches, a little bit more on the Royal Rose. And now I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the 6th box across. So before I'd just done this bit, or actually I'd done that bit and then just a tiny bit of this. And I've done all of these stitches. And you can see by the picture, where are we? Bottom right hand corner. I'm basically doing the floor tiles. But I think it's going to come out fantastically. I wasn't so sure about doing this as a printed, and especially an 11 count, because all those finer details. But I've got a bit more faith. And if anything, I'm just enjoying the progress, the process. So that's it overall. You can see from far back, it just looks good. And then obviously I had previously done the corners, but I'm definitely going to carry on like this. And then I'm going to go up. And then I'm either going to make the decision to go back across, or I might just go up, 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 do the 2 across, come back down, carry on that way until I meet the middle. Because let's face it, the middle is the most exciting bit, and it means that I get all the boring stuff done first. So this will be staying out. At the moment, this is my evening piece when Sid doesn't settle and I have to keep putting it down to put him back into bed. It's a good piece for that. And then I know in my last video I had feedback that people really liked my owl piece, which I'll show you now. This is by Anchor. Sydney's coming back. let's just keep talking and see if he allows me to continue. I don't know if I've got a picture of my progress. If I do, I will insert it. But this is how it's looking now. And what I've been doing is I did finish some of the brown outlining of his face. And if I show you really closely, I've been putting all the white stitches in, basically. So this is going to look amazing when it's done. But I did have quite a short session on this, maybe an hour or two. I find I need to concentrate a little bit more on it because I'm not so used to doing 2/2. Because it's a 14 count pattern, but I'm doing it on 28 count even weave, basically. So what I wanted to talk about is plans, really, because obviously I've got 6 projects too many for my whip go board now, because if you'd watched my previous video, you'd realise that I'd gone back to my whip go board that I made at the start of the year but hadn't worked on until now. Hello. And then I had to fill it back in with the projects that I did have remaining. Do you know what? Bear with me. So yeah, now I've got 6 too many for my whip go board. So my main focus will be trying to get the 10 stitches, the 10 working occasions on each of my whip go projects, with a bigger focus on the ones that have just been called since January. The Shire is definitely winning. When I get to 10 occasions on that, there's a good chance I will then just pack it away. I can work on the ones not my whip go board whenever I want, but my main focus will be getting those done. I did work on the herbalist, which I have previously shown, but it was literally like maybe 30 stitches, so I'm not going to show that just now, and I am just doing the white around the window frames. So yeah, so that's me. That's probably going to be my biggest update this week. What day are we on? We're on Monday, so I will definitely come back on Wednesday to close the video down and show you any more progress in the last few days, and then post my video. So yeah, I'll catch you next time, guys. Ta-da! Hi everyone, it's my favourite day of the week. It's Wednesday, which means today I will be filming the last segment of my video, editing and posting to YouTube. Excuse the state of me, I am absolutely exhausted. So I work pretty late at night. So I was working till about 20 past midnight last night. Finally decided to go to bed about 2ish when I could hear Sydney coughing lots, and when I went to check on him, he was wide awake. Gave him some water, tried to settle him, realised he wasn't going to settle down, so I took him downstairs and put a movie on quietly in the hope that he would just drift back to sleep on the sofa. That did not happen. So as of right now, I believe it's about 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm still yet to sleep. I'm absolutely exhausted. I've got to go all day, obviously staying awake because I can't leave my 5-year-old on his own, and then somehow go to work for 7 o'clock this evening and work again till midnight. I might try and call it mum napping. You sort of snooze on the sofa, but you've still got your wits about you. I'm not a very deep sleeper anyway. And obviously lock the front door so he doesn't get out. No, he wouldn't get out anyway. But anyways, I've got 2 projects here to show you now. I've been focusing on my January whip go projects because obviously I'm starting really late because I hadn't done it for so long. And the January ones were Dragon Girl, which I have got the front picture somewhere. Oh, is that it? It's this one. in my really old Flosstube videos, I used to say how much I hated work on this one because of all the neutrals. But actually, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it now. So far, I've done the middle page completely, which you'll see. That was what was done before. And now, since picking up again, I'm just doing this page here, which is just the swirl. And you'll see in a second, I actually have done quite a lot of it. I just shoved it back in the bag, so the threads are everywhere. Sorry, guys. Hey, off of 0 sleep, how organised should this be? Move the needle minder out the way. I won't take it off the hoop, I won't. But that was what I had done before. And now I'm completing the swirl. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'm very happy with that. And then hopefully I'll come over and do the page here. And then it's just the dragon underneath then. Ooh. So yeah, I am still in my pyjamas, if anyone's wondering. My stitch pyjamas. I hope everyone's okay. All week all I've wanted to do is stitching, but even I'm too tired for that. I'm desperate to keep my Flosstube schedule though. So I will film this. And then I'll probably go and lay on the sofa and edit. You can probably hear Sid in the background. He's absolutely fine, but I'm guessing if he went to bed, I think my other half said he went down like 9:15, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. He's only had about 5 hours sleep. Five hours sleep I can manage, but I'm groggy. Anything less, I don't cope very well. Sometimes when you have 0 sleep, the best thing to do is just keep going, because the second you lay down, you crash and it's bad. But for me, I know that if I have to go to work tonight, because I do out of hours, there's no one else in my department, I'll be there alone, all the lights off will be around me, I'm going to really struggle, so probably not the funnest day for Sid, but anyway, I'll stop complaining. Also, it's his fault, so. So next up is my Herbalist, The Herbalist's Helper by Unconventional X-Stitch, Cross Stitch. I'm pretty impressed by this, actually. Obviously, I will put a picture in of the final piece, but I managed to do, I think it was about 650 stitches in the end, and it looks like a whole lot of nothing, but I had probably about half of this done, so that one, half of that, and these are obviously the window panes, so I sat there and I filled in all the other stitches, and then I don't know if you can see, but I've mapped out all of the other window pane as well, and I think I've just done one row there. So this one is far from exciting, but it is what it is. So, and that's it for me for this week. I was going to give one shout out, and that's to Lindsay at Stitching Magic 111. Mainly, I don't know, her video, the video that I watched, her latest video, her projects are just so pretty, and her videos were just so well organised and fresh, and designs that I hadn't necessarily seen before. So I'm going to pop a picture in here. She's sort of enabled me. I really want to do this design. I'm going to wait now because obviously I've packed all of my stuff up. But as soon as I move, I'm going to do this design. I can really see it living in my hallway as you walk through the front door. So yeah, hi Lindsay. And that's it really for me today. I can't even get my words out, I'm so tired. I hope everyone has a fantastic week. I will continue to film probably in this manner, hopefully a little bit more organised going forward. And I hope you like my progress in my videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Again, I've had a nice influx, which has been lovely. So have a good week. Bye.